everyone. Excuse me. It is Saturday, May the 10th, and I am here doing my April wrap up on my budget. This is my expendable income, not my fixed income bills that I pay every month. These are variable expenses that I can kind of adapt and control. Now, the first few months of this year, I was just tracking those expenses to try to get an idea of where my money goes. And after January, February, and March, I took all that information and I decided to make an April budget. So this month of April is the first month that I actually had a budget with amounts that I was going to try to stick to. So the amounts, I keep all of my receipts written down on my envelope. I have all the receipts here together, and then I write it out with the different categories and tabulate the amounts. So for April, grocery cost $237.48. I had budgeted $250 for groceries, so I came in under that amount. Eating out, I spent $100.52, and I had budgeted $75. So I spent less on grocery, but more on food, eating out. But that makes sense because I didn't have to cook as much at home because I was eating a few takeout meals. Okay, then the next category is going to be entertainment, which is basically my crafting supplies. I spent $37.97, and I had budgeted $75 for entertainment, so I came in way under that. Then my only extra YouTube expense that is not a fixed expense was postage, because I sent out some giveaways. That was $23.68. I did not actually budget for that amount or for that in my April budget. So I guess I had $50 for miscellaneous. I didn't have any miscellaneous bills or amounts, so we'll put that $23.68 into that $50 personal, or for $50 miscellaneous. I do have other expenses for YouTube, such as my Suno account, my Canva account, my Restream account, and then I am a member on several channels. All of that comes out to be about $50 a month. So when I do get a YouTube paycheck, I do have to pay those expenses from that. Also, I bought a new computer to use with my YouTube for YouTube, and I'm paying $35 a month payment on that. So about $85 a month is what I'm currently spending to do YouTube, and I am only making maybe $50 to $75 a month on YouTube. So I've got to get my income on YouTube up a little bit. So I will be trying to push memberships a little bit harder than I have in the past, and also ask people to watch my playlist, to watch my ads, so I get paid the ad revenue. Okay, so the next expense was gas, $75.50. And gas, I budgeted $80, so I did extremely well on that. For my granddaughter, I budgeted $20 a month. I actually spent $40.08, but that's because we got George the bluefish as her pet to have here at Granny's house, and that cost $33.43. Now, I had envisioned when I offered to do that we were going to get a goldfish with a small goldfish bowl. I did not feel like it was going to cost as much as it did. But by the time we bought the bowl, which was $12, the fish, which was $8, and then the rocks to put in it, and one plant, we had spent $33.43. But that's okay because I also budgeted $30 for personal and I didn't spend anything personal. Okay, on clothing, I had budgeted $50. I spent $21.50, and that was all purchases at Goodwill. As I'm losing weight, I am purchasing items that I need from Goodwill in smaller sizes. I will not purchase a whole new wardrobe ever. I will always be a budget bargain shopper. However, as my clothes get too big, it really feels good to be able to get smaller sizes. So I do enjoy shopping at Goodwill for that. And then the last thing was miscellaneous household items. I spent $28.40. So I did not have a charge for um, Khloe or medical. I didn't buy any gifts. So anyway, my total expense for April was $536.73. My April budget was for $690. So I actually came in $153.27 under budget. And that worked out to be the budgeted amount per week was $172.50. I actually only spent $134.18. So I definitely controlled and spent a little less this month for April. Now, I did have an added expense that is not something that I normally budget for, and that was my new glasses. But we have to be able to see, don't we? So, with my insurance covering my complete purchase for my frames, which these are Longchamp frames, which I was told they are designer frames. I don't know anything about that. All I do know is that they are heavier duty plastic, less likely for me to bend them. Also, they don't have the nose pieces that really irritated me, and they would fall off and I would lose them or they would discolor. So I went back to just plain old plastic. These are bifocal with the transitional lens, so that, I don't see a line across. I guess they're called progressive lenses. Anyway, just for my lenses, my warranty, and my special coatings was $176. So that was an out-of-pocket expense I had not planned on. I guess I could have put that under medical. Neither here nor there, really. So overall, I am pretty happy with the way my April budget turned out. I am not currently going to make any changes to it for the month of May. We are going to go ahead and see how I do trying to control what I spend money on for the month of May. And if I need to tweak the budget more after May, I will. Now, I do have a trip coming up in June. I am going to visit a friend and then on down to my sister's house. I will probably have at least one night in a hotel. Of course, I will have meals on the road. I will also have any entertainment or anything like that that we do, extra gas expense, of course. I'm looking at possibly renting a car because I'm not really sure how my car would do on a long trip, and I don't want to get down there and get stranded. So I may have to use a credit card and rent a car. But if I do, I will deal with that because, as you all know, also I'm doing the savings challenge. I am trying to get my credit cards paid off, get my medical debt paid off, so that eventually all of that money can go into savings for my trip to Paris. I talked with my friend Kathy the other day. We are definitely going to be planning this trip. She has got a way for us to go ahead and book airplane plane flights and things like that, where I can make payments to her over time so that we can go ahead and get us a good rate on our flights. So that's all upcoming. There will be videos about the Paris trip, everything entailed in doing that. Like, we have to get passports and figure out where exactly we're going, when we're going, and all of that. So we will be visiting all of that in upcoming videos. So that is it for budgeting update for the month of April. I will have a mid-May budget update for you coming out, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day, and remember, you can't take it with you. So enjoy your life now. Buy the shoes, as they say. Eat the cake. Bye.
No need to wait, no more delays. Gonna live my best life through the haze, under the sun or in the rain. Happiness is choice, not a chain. Age ain't nothing but a tale. Mindset's what sets the sail. Under any sky, any plight, spark of joy ignites tonight.